Hello everyone, greetings from Bangladesh. This is Toufiq Zohur speaking as a host. Today our episode number is going 85. The Bengali nation, a very glorious month of February. The people of this country poured fresh blood on 21st February 1952 for the mother tongue Bengal. Mother tongue Bengali achieves our dedication. The UNESCO has declared Bengali language is the fourth sweet language in world. Welcome to EMUs to achieve the victory of language movement. Title of our episode is today The World of Poetry Recitation in Poet Voice Part 22. Now I am announcing today's invited poet's name. First of all, I would like to invite my brother and my friend Cristian Romero Diaz. Now, I am introducing one of the well-known poet who is from Chile. He is Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz. He born in Santiago of Chile. He is a poet, writer, chef, and voice of his own radio show La Esencia del Sentir. He has participated in several anthologies of different countries: La Barça de Papel, Poesía de Post Vanguardia, and Races de Alma, for name a few one. He was interviewed in 2014 by the journal La Voz Hispanian New York newspaper. He published his first book in 2015, Una Los Nacienti. In 2016, he was declared illustrious citizen by his native city. He received two important awards for his literary excellence and designated as a president of the UHE, I mean Union Hispano-Mundial de Escritores in Chile. Now, coming poet Cristian Romero Diaz to read out his first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear brother Tofik. It's an honor, a privilege, and a huge pleasure to be here among all these amazing creatures full of poetry and marvelous. I'm gonna read my first poem, and the title of it is Respect, and it says like this. When the mind opens to the places of the soul, being born among the fresh grass of innocence, access to unexpected force, a breath of darkened water, that blind once channel other feelings, a mighty burst of silence, what an ethereal path on the burst, in order to unify the parts of the whole, and that nothingness fills the same space of one who renounces in each heartbeat, in a global and eternal love, almost like the rose caught between the kiss on those lips, who fear and still kiss as if the world was going to end the next day. The balance flees to name his emotion, and the arms ready the legs in favor of maintaining its integrity undefeated, but even more so if the intimate filament of feeling, respect to disrespect what we respect respecting, given the soul in order to create, sustain, and protect everything that feeling, this noble feeling as well. We seek the miracle of following and above all, loving. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Cristian Romero Diaz, for your excellent poem. Now I would like to request to invite Honorable Poetess Harinder Cheema. Now I am introducing one of the well-known poetess who is from India. She is Harinder Cheema. She is a renowned international poetess and award-winning internationally published author. Her published novel entitled The Temple Stop is the recipient of the Best Book of the Year Award 2020 by Agha's Author in EU. She is the co-author of 20 poetry anthologies. Her short stories have been published in coffee table books. Her articles have been published in various international magazines and she is the proud recipient of many prestigious international awards and honors. Her name finds a mention in 101 influential women of India in 2020. Now coming Harinder Cheema to read out her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tawfiq. Thank you so much for this opportunity and the invite to your show once again. So glad to be here. And my greetings to all the esteemed poets here. So I read my first poem, and the title of the poem is A Poetic Rendezvous. And you will enjoy this poem because you will meet many poets in this poem and their works. So here I read my first poem, A Poetic Rendezvous. Every time there is a knock on my mind's door, I greet a poet from the times of yore. Sometimes I see William Wordsworth with daffodils in his hands. Sometimes S.T. Coleridge on the threshold of my mind stands. Sometimes I see William Shakespeare writing a sonnet. Sometimes I see P.B. Shelley entering after the sunset. As he is about to tell me about the west wind and skylark, Robert Frost beckons me to the woods lovely, deep, and dark. Lord Byron sings, She walks in beauty without revealing the name, a terrine poem composed by the Lord, inspired by a certain fortunate dame. I see John Donne holding a shroud. The metaphysical poet defeats death in his poem, Death Be Not Proud. So many poetic voices in my mind, and yet there is peace. I clearly hear Lord Tennyson in a dramatic monologue in the Ulysses. I feel tired, but many poets seek my attention. And a few names here I would definitely like to mention: Alexander Pope, Robert Browning, Rudyard Kipling, William Blake, T.S. Eliot, and W.B. Yeats. Get very disappointed as for the day I close my mind's gates. I promise to meet them on a different day and time, and thus I retire to my bed with the thoughts sublime. I feel I was their close friend once upon a time. So all the poetic souls come visiting me in the present age and time. I'm always in the august company of the great bards, and I feel I'm an old poetic soul sent in a new garment by the Lord. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing poetry you have to read, Harinder Cheema. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite Dipshikha Chakraborty. Now I am introducing one of the persuasive poetess who is from India. She is Dipshikha Chakraborty. From her school life, she started writing. Her first writing published when she was a college student and that was written in English language. She published three poetry books. Her first poetry book entitled Nauka Janmo and then Opekkhar Megh Bari and then Ei Shohore Shobai Agantuk. She started writing seriously in 2008 and her first poem published online magazine Mujnai. Her poem and article published many online magazine, daily paper, little magazine in Kolkata and others area in India. She received some prestigious award for her excellent contribution in Bengali literature like কাব্য ভারতী সম্মান, নীরেন্দ্রনাথ চক্রবর্তী পুরস্কার, ধীরেন দেবনাথ স্মৃতি পুরস্কার, সমীর কুমার মুখার্জি স্মৃতি পুরস্কার, and many more. Now, coming Dipshikha Chakraborty to read out her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me in this live show. And today I read my first poem that is in English actually for my new friends here. The name of the poem is The Darkness of Earth. I blow a dry fade through the window. Momentary silence. Sleep is covered in darkness. Soft light washes through the body. I'm going to match, as if I had sprayed a carpet of curse on life. Now the wait is over. You are lost. Day and night broken, promises fall through time. Sitting face to face under the calm light touching the crystal earth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dipshikha Chakraborty, for your excellent poem. Now, I would like to request my sister Turkan Ergor. Now, I am introducing one of the important poetess who is from Turkey. She is Turkan Ergor. She is a sociologist, a philosopher, writer, poetess, columnist, ambassador for peace, world peace icon, and award winner Turkish writer. She is an international ambassador for peace in some countries. She has received many prestigious awards and recognitions award around the world from various institutions and organizations abroad and become a role model for all her writers' friends in worldwide. Turkan Ergor's article and poems effective about life and environment. She was named International Best Poet 2021. Her poems have been translated into different languages and published globally. Her poems were published in numerous international anthologies. Now coming Turkan Ergor to read out her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me, my brothers Toufiq Zohur and Hassanur Rahman Samon. I'm honored. Congratulations to all of you. Um, God bless all of you. My Turkish of my poem. Geri dönmediler. Hayatın gerçeğidir acılarla beraber yaşamak. Kimler geldi, kimler geçti bu hayattan. Bazıları bizden önce gittiler ve bir daha geri dönmediler. Haber vermediler gelecekten. Gittiler ve geri dönmediler. English of my poem. They didn't come back. The truth of life is to live with pains. So many people come, so many people passed from this life. Some people went before from us, and they never come back again. They didn't inform from the future. They went, and they didn't come back. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Turkan Ergor, for your
Thank you
beautiful
too.
poem. Thank you. Now I am introducing and inviting Lilla Lotus. Now Now I am introducing one of the eminent poetess who is from Poland. She is Lilla Lotus. She is a poetess, translator, author of reviews, song lyrics, article about traveling and social issues. She received many awards for her great contribution in poetry and engagement in cultural activity for local community. She published nine poetry books. Her poem has been published in many magazines and anthologies both in Poland and abroad. Now coming Lilla Lotus to read out her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to be here with you. I am sending you warm greetings from Poland, the country which has rich tradition in literature and art. I am proud and happy, but to be honest, a bit stressed, like all of you. I represent not only myself, but also my wonderful country. For a start, my poem Forgotten Wedding. I don't remember when we got married. Maybe it was when you touched my hand for the first time, pointing to Venus in the sky. Maybe somewhere in the mountains, when I nestled into your wet jacket while the rain was blessing and blessing, as if the heaven had burst. Or maybe the wedding sat in that afternoon, which turned into our wedding night. I don't remember the date. I only know that for better and worse. So help me God, and you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Latus, for your excellent poetry again. Now I am introducing Carolina Correa Guzman from Chile. Now I am introducing one of the important poetess who is from Chile. She is Carolina Correa. She has been writing when she was 19 years old. She born 1956. She has participated twice, 2017 and 2018, in the International Shared Verses Contest in Uruguay. She participated in a creative writing workshop with Maria Joses Mina in Santiago. She was coordinator for Chile of the Nemesis Network. She participated many international festivals and her poems have been published in many international anthologies. She was appointed Vice President of the World Hispanic Union of Writers, that is UHE, with affiliates in more than 150 countries. Now coming, Carolina Correa to read out her first poem today. Thank you.
Hello again to all of you. Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to me. My poem is called 50 cc, that means cubic centimeters, but I will say cc, okay? 50 cc. 50 cc of delicious coffee. It's a small cup. A delicious coffee in a 100 cc cup is just half a cup of coffee. 50 cc of delicious coffee in a 200 cc cup, it's just a quarter cup of exquisite coffee. 50 cc of delicious coffee is just that much in whatever cup, in Blanca's white cup, in the flowery cup of Perla, or in the golden cup of a nameless king in Chile or in China. 50 cc of delicious coffee is just that much in any containing bowl of whoever may be. It all resides in how it is appreciated, how it is served, how it is felt, and who it is shared with. The whole is in oneself. 50 cc of delicious coffee in a thimble, it does not make sense. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Carolina Correa, for your beautiful poem. Finally,
You're welcome.
I'm going to Peru and calling our friend Ramina Herrera. Now, I am introducing one of the well-known poetess who is from Peru. She is Ramina Herrera by profession. She is a business administrator. She completed her graduate from National University of Trujillo, UNT. Her poetry book, Memories of Unborn, was published online by the magazine Voice of Spain in 2006. She was included in the anthology Path of Poetry. In 2007, she published the poetry book Night, Loneliness, and other poems recently published in Amazon. The poetry books Leynath 4221, Moon Omen, Night, Loneliness, and Other Poems, second edition, digital. Confessions to the Dawn, Riding with the Wind of Book under the editorial seal of Editorial Tulip Lima, Peru, and poetry books Mountain Woman and Interlogis et Mortuisis. Novel The Agony of a Dream under the editorial seal Ayami Editorial, Mexico. She got many prestigious awards and recognitions for her poetry and narratives writing. Based on her poem, a short film and the coffee does not run out, made by film production company Leynath Film and co-production was JM Udil Mabdi Films. Now coming Ramina Herrera to read out her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you. Churakchi, Bangladesh. Buenas noches, Bangladesh. Buenos días a todos los amigos latinoamericanos que nos puedan estar observando. Mil gracias, Taufik, por la invitación. Siempre para mí va a ser un honor compartir y estar en tu show. Es un honor, de verdad, compartir plataforma con poetas de renombre de Chile, de Turquía, hasta India, Bangladesh. De verdad es un inmenso, inmenso honor. Gracias por la acogida, gracias por permitirme estar aquí a través de la pantalla. Y mi primer poema que voy a leer se llama Fugacidad. De cuando en cuando viene a mí la eufórica gran madre llamada felicidad, y en su fugacidad trinan avecillas que colman catártica, metafórica, abstracta, matemática, sintáctica, hasta kinestésicamente los núcleos, los cuantums, vibraciones que moran cíclicamente en la piel, los huesos, la sangre, tejidos, asignados a mis eónicas existencias. Thank you so much, Donovan.
Thank you, Ramina, for your beautiful poem. Before I go to second session, I am going to reading some visitors' comments. A poet Mir Abdul Razak is writing, I am watching too. Mir Abdul Razak again telling, very nice. Poet Mr. Abdul Baten, poet from Joanna from Greece, she is also watching. Joanna is writing, hello dear poet Toufiq Zohur and to all the international poetic world. Mir Abdul Razak again writing, thanks Toufiq Zohur for introducing us with the international figures and their works. Poet Malaghosh Mitro and poet Shashato Gangopadhyay is watching this show. Mir Abdul Razak again writing, I am enjoying very much. Lavia Humility First from north of India. She is also watching. Isilda, known as a great international world or famous organizer. She is also watching and she is writing, congratulations to all the poets. Mir Abdul Razak again telling congratulations all the poets and poetess. Poet Hassan Alim is writing very interesting. I enjoy poetry recitations. Thank poet Toufiq Zohur to arrange such a beautiful program. Mir Abdul Razak again writing, Ramina Herrera is my favorite poet. Thanks Ramina. Mil gracias. Poet Kabir Hussain is writing excellent platform to get introduced with the global poets. But today no one from Bangladesh. Hope Tawfiq will recite some. Yes, today I will recite my poem because today there is no in Bangladeshi poet. So I will write my poem in letter. Mir Abdul Razak is telling I am very glad seeing her here. Ramina Herrera, take my love. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I am going to my brother Cristian Romero Diaz. Now coming Cristian Romero Diaz to read out his second poem today. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear brother Tofik. It's a unique experience to be here. in the middle of so much talent. And my second poem says like this. It's a small poem, so I'm going to read it in Spanish, what is my native language, and in English as well. And the title says like this. Encontrando destellos. Tantas luces a lo largo de nuestras vidas. La independencia de las almas rojas y azules. Ha pasado sobre esta existencia, mortal y asimismo más allá de lo humano. Me he convertido en más que un solitario espíritu, menos que un árbol, en igualitaria porción de carne, en estas aventuras mamíferas hechas de brillantez, y pena cautivada por los mismos placeres jubilosos. He pisado sobre una encrucijada del bien y el mal, un paisaje construido por los espejos sentidos en nuestras almas, colores caleidoscópicos y sonido de esta música interior, plagada dentro de cada uno, con ternura en el corazón, teniendo tantas cosas que hacer, pero espiritualmente nada más que hallar destellos. And in English, it would be like this. Finding sparkles. So many lights go along in your lives. The independence of the red and blue souls have happened over this existence, mortal and human beyond itself. I become more than a lonely spirit, less than a tree, equally portion of flesh. In these mammals' adventures, made of brightness, and sorrow captivated by the joyful pleasures themselves, I have stepped on a crossroad of good and evil, and a scenery built by the mirrors felt in our souls, kaleidoscopic colors and sounds of this inner music plague inside of everybody with tenderness in the heart, having so many things to do, but spiritually nothing else than finding sparkles. Thank you so much for the grace opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President of UHE in Chile, for your beautiful poem.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much again. I am now inviting poetess Harinder Cheema. Now coming poetess Harinder Cheema to read out her second poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tawfiq, once again. So, my second poem that I'm going to read is the title of the poem is An Electronic Zoo. In the present day and time, we don't care for thoughts sublime. Surrounded by machines, we have become mechanical too. Artificial intelligence is the order of the world new. We are connected, but there is no connect. We can safely commit mistakes when we have the autocorrect. Relationships are fragile. What a pity we even have to lock our profiles. Oh, how much I wish to travel back in time when we would not even lock our home, as there was more trust and less of crime, when there were no Google Maps or navigation. It was fun to stop on the way and ask others about our destination. When excitedly we ran out to receive a letter, with lesser amenities, life was much better. And today, when I see everyone with gadgets, very tech savvy too, I miss the human connect in this electronic zoo. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Really, it was a new poems. I think for the first time I heard this type of scenario poems. Very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Harinder Cheema, for your excellent creation. Now I would like to request the poetess Dipshikha Chakraborty. Now coming poet, the poetess Dipshikha Chakraborty to read out her second poem today. Thank you.
থ্যাংক ইউ। এখন আমি আহ, আমার লেখা একটি বাংলা কবিতা পড়ছি। আমি বেশিরভাগ বাংলা কবিতায় যেহেতু লিখি, তাই এই কবিতাটি পড়ছি। কবিতার নাম অন্যরকম সন্ধ্যা। এতগুলো বছর পর হঠাৎ সন্ধে এলো ঘরে। আলো ও অন্ধকারের মাঝে যে অসহ্য ঝড়, তাতে কবে মৃত্যু হয়েছে ভোর আর সন্ধ্যের। স্নান সেরে বারান্দায় দাঁড়াই কিছুক্ষণ, দেখি আকাশের লালে উপুর হয়ে শুয়ে আছে আগুন। রান্নাঘরে তখন ফুটন্ত জলের অপেক্ষা। তুলসী পাতার শরীর ছিঁড়ে ছিঁড়ে তৈরি হবে 1 কাপ উষ্ণতা। ভীষণ মনে পড়ে সন্ধ্যা প্রদীপ হাতে প্রতিদিন মায়ের ছাদে উঠে যাওয়া, নুপুরের আওয়াজে অদ্ভুতভাবে মিশে যাওয়া চন্দন আর ঘিয়ের গন্ধ। উদাস হয়ে যেতাম, অথচ আমার হাতেই ভিজে যেত প্রদীপের শরীর। বুক পুড়িয়ে কোনোদিন ক্ষণিকের শোক লিখতে পারেনি সলতের মিছিল। হঠাৎ চমকে উঠি, সত্যি আজ এতগুলো বছর পর সন্ধে এসেছে ঘরে, আর আমি আজও নির্বাসিত আমার ঈশ্বরের চোখে। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you very much, Dipshikha Chakraborty, for your excellent imagination poems. Very much, thank you. Because before I started this program, I told that the sweetest language in world, that is the declaration by UNESCO, that the Dipshikha has to prove that the Bengali language is very much sweet language. So that today I also read my one of poem in Bengali language at the last time. Thank you very much. Now I am going to my sister Turkan Ergor. Now coming Turkan Ergor to read out her second poem today. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Toufiq Zohur. Thank you, Ramina. Greetings from Turkey. I like all of you. Turkish of my poem, Gerçek Dünya. Gördüğüm rüyaydı gerçek dünyada ama hem rüya hem gerçek. Nasıl oluyordu bu dünya? Çünkü rüyada yaşıyorduk bu dünyada. Oysa ki yaşadığımız gerçek dünyaydı. Böyle oluyordu. Hem rüya hem gerçek bu dünyada. English of my poem. Real world. It was a dream I had in the real world, but both dream and reality. How was this world? Because we lived in a dream in the world, but it was the real world we lived in. It was like this, both dream and real in this world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Thank
Turkan Ergor, for your beautiful
Thank
poem,
you.
both in Turkish language and English language. Now I am going to Lilla Latus. Now again coming Lilla Latus to read out her second poem today. Thank you.
My second poem today is entitled Until Tomorrow. Today the air is so bad. All letters sent to the hearty address are coming back to me. Even time is running away. And as far back as yesterday, life made sense with my hands. Tomorrow is the most beautiful day of the week. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Latus, for your excellent short poem. Thank you very much. Now I am going to Carolina Correa. Now coming Carolina Correa to read out her second poem today. Thank you.
Hi, emptiness. I miss you, like milk to the cup whose emptiness warms and nourishes. I miss you, like the shell bean to the pot that was its shelter and home. I miss you, like the egg to the shell that encloses it in hermetic embrace. I miss you, like the flower to the bee that encourages it to give its best. I miss you, like the helix to the wind who brushes its blades, caressing him in so many ways. I miss you, in all possible ways to imagine, also in ways I haven't known yet. I miss you in front of every beauty I admire because I want to share it with you. I miss you every day, except when I'm with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolina Correa, for your excellent poems. I am announcing that today from Chile in UHE, the Universal Great Organization in the world, both the president and the vice president is present in our show today. The president, Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz, is also present, and the Carolina Correa is the vice president. She is also present here. So congratulations to both. Now I am going to Ramina Herrera. I think she is not in net connection. When she will be joined, I will. Ramina, yes, Ramina is here. Now coming Ramina Herrera to read out her second poem today. Thank you.
Gracias, Toufiq. Muchas, muchas gracias. El segundo poema se titula B. Hoy observo maravillada, en calma, en paz, que el amor, aquel bello amor, se concretó en ti. Ve, siempre ve. Las aves se fueron, el tiempo pasó, la piel no es la misma y el reloj anhela dejar de seguir. Ve, siempre ve. Terca soy, como del árbol su raíz. No dejaré que el otoño arranque la verde piel, ni los vientos se lleven la memoria que dejé. Ve, siempre ve. Por mágicos senderos, disfruta de tu querer. Yo estaré aquí, sentada en la misma banca, vieja, descolorida banca, buscando en el tiempo la triste sonrisa en el viento. Ve, siempre ve. Hoy cerré mis ojos y cosí con pestañas caídas para nunca más ser abiertas y mantengan tu sonrisa congelada en el eterno ocaso. Ve, siempre ve. Thank you so much. Donovan.
Thank you. Thank you, Ramina. Once our program, I told that the Spanish language we don't understand, but the rhythm of the language we must understand. And in a sense, in the Bengali language and the Spanish language are similar because both languages are very much sweet. I think Dipshikha is also agreeing with me because this Bangla language and the Spanish language are same. There is a rhythm, there is a wave. Thank you very much, Ramina, for your excellent performance and excellent poetry. Now, this is last session, second session, and moment I would like to read one of my short poem. First of all, I would like to read in my mother language, that is Bengali language, the sweetest language in world. Very short poem, and then I will translate it in English. The title of the poem is Shesh Gantobbo. পাতারা জেগে ওঠে কুদরতি ইশারায়, নিঃশ্বাসে প্রাণ জাগে বৃক্ষ জীবন, কার ইশারায় প্রাণ ঘুরি চলে, নিঃসঙ্গ অভিসার শেষে ঘুরি ফেরে গন্তব্যে. Thank you very much. Now it is in English. Title of the poem is The Final Destination. The leaves wake up with a miraculous gesture. Tree life awakens the breath whose gesture moved the clock. At the end of the lonely affair, the kite returned to its destination. Thank you. Thank you very much for this poem you have to hear now. Now again, I am going to Cristian Romero Diaz. Now again, coming Cristian Romero Diaz to read out his third poem today. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. It's such a pleasure to be here, and all these poems truly inspiring. It's a joy. It's a joy to be here. Thank you so much. And this poem, its title is this the edge? And it says like this: When It is the edge of nothing. Everything shows up in the inside. For thinking what has stopped us and pray to be in the kiss of heaven. Sometimes I read out loud and I don't understand anything in my silence. In that gap of the lost that I found hope. So much pain there is in the life to say a lot of things, but to feel the beauty, we just need to close our eyes, telling that care is a gift given from God to the mankind. The loaded rainbow of music in his colors has taken so much of me, and instead of his shadows, strength have left me, and in this body with feeble and power at the same time, in the day of night that switch the time in all life. I do not know how and where I have become, but I know for sure that in everybody, including me as well, in this human existence, even in the edge, there are no limits, and above all, we have no borders. Thank you very much for this opportunity and this great honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cristian Diaz, for your excellent poem. Again, I am inviting poetess Harinder Cheema. Now coming Harinder Cheema to read out her third poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. So wonderful, enjoying everyone's poetry. It's so beautiful here. So my next poem is, the title is The Sorrowful Story of the Moon. He said he would come back soon. Until then, she could see him in the moon. He was a soldier going to the war front. Immediately after his wedding, he was sent. That was a time when the moon never changed its shape or size. It was stationed round and full in the middle of the skies. Every night she would sit on the terrace to see in the moon her groom's cherubic face. She would laugh and talk and sing to the moon, begging her love to come back soon. In the moon, she saw her warrior in action, just as we things see, just as we see things clearly in an online session. She could see him fighting with deadly weapons. She could see the enemies for their life run. And on one such fateful night, she saw the end of the fight. Her groom was lying in a pool of blood. The moon had become so very red. The moon was sorrowful on hearing her cries. Ashamed it was, and started changing its size. Sometimes crescent, sometimes a sphere, sometimes so small as if it was not there, sometimes in full rage, causing the high tide. The moon could not be the same again, as it could not face the soldier's bride. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Harinder Cheema, for your beautiful and courageful poems. Really,
Thank you.
it was heart touches. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
very much.
so much, Taufeeq.
I'm
Thank
very
you.
much impressive to hear this poem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Again,
Thank you.
I'm thank you. Again, I'm before I go to Dipshikha Chakraborty, I would like to read some visitors' comments. Professor Mir Abdul Razak is writing Ramina Herrera, very nice poem, Mil Gracias. Isilda Nunes, she is writing excellently, Ramina Herrera. Alvaro Mayo is writing excellent, dear poets, greetings from Portugal. Mir Abdul Razak again telling Ramina Herrera, infinite Agra Decida. Isilda Nunes also again writing, Bravo Cristian Romero Diaz. Thank you, Isilda Nunes. Stay with us and watching this program again. Thank you. I would like to request again Dipshikha Chakraborty. Now coming Dipshikha Chakraborty to read out her third poem today. Thank you.
Thank you. I am very much enjoying this poetry session actually. আমার এক বাংলা তৃতীয় কবিতা বাংলা কবিতায় স্তব্ধতার কথা। শূন্য হয়ে আসা সময়, তবু স্বপ্ন দেখি আরো। সমুদ্র বাতাস ছুঁয়ে যাবে চোখ, যদি স্তব্ধ হতে পারো। পাখিদের দেখো নীলের বুকে, যে যার মতন বাঁচে। মানুষ হলেই সভ্যতা ভয়, প্রশ্ন আগুন আছে। রোদ্দুর আর বালির নেশা, আদুরে জীবন গাথা। অন্ধকারের ভাষা বদলাক, ক্লান্তি ভাঙা কথা। রোজ সকালে কামরাঙা রোদ, চমকে দেওয়া আকাশ। দেওয়াল খাঁচার নির্ঘুম রাত, বুনছে অবকাশ। উঠছে সেজে সিঁড়ির ধাপও, মায়ার এত বহর। নিঃস্বতার গল্প লেখে পরিযায়ী এই শহর। বিরামহীন ধূসর পথ, হারায় নদীর বাঁকে। বিন্দু বিন্দু শব্দ রঙে যাপন চিত্র আঁকে। নির্বাসনের বৃদ্ধ সাজ, নষ্ট অভিমান। রাত নামলেই জোনাক হাওয়ায় মনের মতো ওড়ান। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you, Dipshikha Chakraborty. Such a beautiful lyrical poems you have to read now. Thanks again. I'm reading one of the visitors' comment, poet Ornov Ashif, who is the generations of 70s. He is writing, enjoying the poems. Thanks, Toufiq. Thank you very much. Now I would like to request my sister Turkan Ergor. Now coming Turkan Ergor to read out her third poem today. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Toufiq Zohur. Best regards. Turkish of my third poem. Sessizlik. Biliyor sessizliğin anlamını, duyuyor çığlığını, görüyor ağlayışını. Ama bazen o da susuyor. Sessizlik gibi kazanmak için sabrediyor. English of my third poem. Silence. Him now. Of silence. The meaning. Him here. The skimmering. Him see. The crying. But sometimes him is silence too. As like silence to earn. Him is patient. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear sister Turkan Ergor,
Thank you.
for your
Thank you
excellent
too.
performance. Now I am reading some visitors' comments. Professor, very beautiful recitations. Love you. Isilda Nones is writing, congratulations, dear poet Toufiq Zohur. Excellent work. Thank you. Stay with us and watch this program again. Now I am going to Lilla Lotus. Now again coming Lilla Lotus to read out her third poem today. Thank you.
Now the poem Blurred Photograph. The girl committed suicide, swallowing slowly less and less colorful pills, staring at the dead end of the street ahead, stroking her Persian cat with one hand and clutching the brazenly colorful photograph in the other one. Nobody cares that the pills in fact were rat poison, the cat was a teddy bear, and the street one of the longest ways ever. And there was no photograph. Thank you.
Such a beautiful imagination poetry you have to read. Thank you very much, Liliatas, for your excellent poetry. Now I'm going to again Carolina Correa. Now coming Carolina Correa to read out her third poem today. Thank you. Please.
There, on the table lies, as long as is it forgotten, a pencil. Not for delight, not for pleasure. In silent waiting, the faithful notebook hides emotions, thoughts, expresses its lives with fetal body, save what is not of itself for itself. In long agony on the south esplanade, between the native flora and quillayes trees, lies an ulmo tree. No flowers, no nothing. Lying on the yellow wheat, sadly cries grief, likewise the bees. A determinate man, axe in hand, mutilates, cuts in with great skill. The blade dismembers the prey. No batch counts, duplicates, triplicates, blood ties, hundreds of roses. The ulmo tree will not be honey, nor fragrance any more. When shining it intoxicated my soul, it was full pleasure while walking through the field. There, on the table lies, as long as it is, forgotten, that which was an ulmo tree, now pencil, eager to knit his story and life in that notebook. Sometimes when I read, gives me goosebumps when I'm reading because I'm imagining all this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your excellent poem. Before I go to Ramina, I am going to reading some details comments. Isilda Nunes again writing, congratulations Dipshikha. She is also writing, congratulations Turkan Ergor. And again she has to written excellent poets. Professor Bir Abdul Razak is telling all poets have read their poems nicely. So thanks to all. Thank you. Thank you. Stay with us and watch this program again. Now finally I'm going to Ramina Herrera. Now coming Ramina Herrera to read out her third poem today. Thank you.
Ok, gracias. El siguiente poema se llama Reveses de la vida. Prefiero vivir en mi burbuja de locos y amables seres, que ver el verdadero rostro de algunos humanos, gentileza a primera vista, mas luego se les cae la piel, que queda solo estropajos de viles seres que moran en él. Dulzura, caballerosidad, sonrisas fingidas, caricias llenas de mentiras, hasta envolver en su presa como araña su botín, para luego succionarla, destruirla en vida, el amor propio, energía, pecunio. Y una vez que eres solo esqueleto, te dejan a medio morir en algún desierto, sin ropa, sin agua, sin nada. Y es ahí donde todos los velos se caen, despiertas y ves el panorama con ojos francos y sin bozal. Y no te queda más que llorar por ti, por lo tonta que fuiste. Todo pasó porque lo permitiste. Y mientras ves sonrisas burlonas y dedos que te señalan, tú solo, tú solo tienes piel y huesos que recoger. Aún así, se rearma el rompecabezas, imposible de la noche a la mañana, pero se rearma. Cómo me das pena, humanidad, porque la estadística muestra que eres como un denominador, no importando estatus social, raza, religión, región. Las lágrimas no curan, pero sí sirven para lavar la mierda que te pusieron dentro y fuera de ti. Prefiero vivir en mi burbuja, entre locos y amables seres, que ver el verdadero rostro de viles, viles humanos. Donovan, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you very much, Ramina Herrera, for your excellent performance again. Finally, we have to reach the last moment. This is our last session. So my brother Cristian Romero Diaz is coming to read out his final poem today. Thank you very much, my brother. Cristian Romero Diaz is coming.
Yes, my dear brother. Thank you so much. It's It's something amazing what happened here this evening, night, and this day. I'm gonna read my final poem, and it's a it's not a very long poem, so I'm gonna read it in Spanish and in English. And it says like this: Very thankful for being here. Thank you. Creation, no, in Spanish. Sorry. Creación es como entes de calor. La escena refugia los escritos del Edén, para que el poeta pueda llegar álgido a un pormenor meloso entre los dientes del sigilo, que son la antesala de un inminente peligro ciego, para quien escribe y el que lee los destellos oscuros de una pluma hiperactiva, hechizada por los embistes de la luz omnipresente dentro del cuerpo sombrío, en esta noche plena de candor, unidos por encima de la miel. La mente recorre los estímulos del durazno, para así enmendar forzosos los desnudos silencios, que se ha esmerado por escuchar en tantos chispazos, unidos al caleidoscopio inquieto de las horas inclementes. Y van los perplejos toques de tu mano, reptando rastrojos sobre un manjar eterno y tornasol, para cuidar de esa manera a los idilios serenos, siendo parte de muchas partes, y todo por sobre todo el todo, aún tímido y despacio en delicado acorde, de la voz y carne funcionando inimitablemente para esta maravillosa y múltiple en formas inevitable creación. And here goes in English. Creation is as being of heat. The scene shelters the writings of Eden, so that the poet can reach a climax, to be a honey-eyed tales between the teeth of stealth, that are the antechamber of an imminent blind danger, for whom he writes and who leads the dark flashes of an hyperactive feather bewitched by the attacks of the omnipresent light within the shadowy body in this night full of innocence. Sunken above honey, the mind runs through the stimuli of the pit in order to forcefully unman the naked silence that has taken pains to listen in so many sparks, attached to the restless kaleidoscope of inclement hours, and the perplexed touch of your hand go, crawling stubble over an eternal delicacy and litmus, to take care of the serene idols that way, being part of many parts and everything above all everything, still shy and slowly in the lighted chord of voice and flesh working inimitable for this marvelous and multiply in forms inevitable creation. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. Thank you, my brother
Thank
Toufiq.
you. Thank
So
you
much.
very much, Cristian Romero Diaz, for your excellent poem, both in Spanish language and English. I'm reading some visitors' comments. Jaika Lopez, she is writing, Grandioso Amiga Bella, congratulations. Thank you. Isilda Nunes is writing, Wonderful, congratulations. Professor Abdul Razak is writing, Ramina Herrera, again, I thank you so much for reciting beautiful poem written by you, Mil Gracias. Isilda Nunes again writing, very well, Carolina. Now I'm going to Harinder Cheema to read out her final poem today. Thank you very much. We are very much pleased that you are here. Thank you very much again. And I request to Harinder Cheema to read out her final poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tawfiq. Thank you once again. So my final poem is a love poem, which with which I'm ending today. The Title of the poem is I Don't Cry Anymore. We were two different seas with different shores, so I don't cry anymore. I don't wait for the knock on my door. I don't run out when it pours. I'm not affected by the season's fall, and I don't cry anymore. You were right, but I wasn't wrong. Only if you had been a little strong, then there would have been no scars, no sores, and I don't cry anymore. You said you could not live without me, and yet alone you have spent decades 3. Oh, you are such a bore, and I don't cry anymore. It's true that without tears I have wept. It's true that on drenched pillows I have slept. It's true that I don't want to spoil my beautiful eyes. So I have forgiven you and your lies. You stole my heart, you're guilty of a theft. I have never laughed since you left. But our love story seems like a tale of yore, and I don't cry anymore. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Harinder Cheema, for your excellent poem. We will do
Thank
great
you.
mistake. We will do great mistake again and again. You always forgiven and join with us. Thank you very much for your beautiful poem.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Now I am going
Thank
to
you.
Dipshikha Chakraborty. Now coming Dipshikha Chakraborty to read out her final poem today. Thank you.
Thank you. Today, today is the very much the discomfortable day for us, for the Indians, because our Nightingale of the India is no more today, Lata Mangeshkar. So I am dedicating this poem to her. The body of a saint. All day and night, coming and going through the void, there is great discomfort. There is an unknown hole in the crowd of so many letters I can't read. Darkness of the body is covering the dust flying around. 2 feet sinking under a bed of dry sand. I am still stunned. I don't know what I mean or what I wanted. I just understand that peace is breaking down the spine, and I want to spend it like this years after years. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipshikha Chakraborty, for your beautiful dedicated poems you have to read now. Rest in peace, Lata Mangeshkar. Really, we lost a great singer in world. Thank you very much for your
Thank
great
you.
poems. Now I am requesting to my sister Turkan Ergor. Now coming Turkan Ergor to read out her final poem today. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Toufiq Zohur. Thank you, Isilda Nunes. Thank you, my dear friend. I like all of you. Greetings from Turkey. Turkish of my fourth poem. Ölüm. Ölüm nedir diye sorsalar ne cevap verirdiniz? Hayat, ölüm ile bitti derken orada yeni hayat başlar. Giden haber vermiyor. Bilmiyorum acaba oraya giden kişiyi birisi mi karşılar? English of my fourth poem. Date. Date, if they ask what is it, what would you answer? Life, when you say it's over with it, new life begins there. Outgoing does not inform. I don't know. I wonder. The person who went there, someone meets with him. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Turkan,
Thank you.
for your beautiful poems.
Thank you.
Now I am inviting poetess Lilla Lotus. Now coming poetess Lilla Lotus to read out her final poem today. Thank you.
My final poem today is called My Homeland's Shapes. Endless lines of ways, waviness of landscapes, hard blocks of houses, jagged outlines of borders, polygons of cursed alliances, history marked with crosses. For me, always in the shape of heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Really, it was a heart-touching poem. Thank you very much, Latus, for your excellent poem. Now I am requesting poetess Carolina Correa. Now coming Carolina Correa to read out her final poem today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The box. If reduced to a box our experiences were, it would be like transforming so much into so little. No color nor perfume and liveliness, a, a parched flower maybe in it I could find. From some walk we undertook a photograph, scrolls, writing, poems, shapes and letters, expressions of a living heart. Trivialities is that the intimacy of my habitat opened in a gesture of trust and silent delivery, custom made gift, absolute expression of love, pure purity, color to our lives were compressed all into one box, subjugated to the one who plot, left behind what the sparkle of your gaze, of the skies reflected in your eyes, nor in it the passing of time between laughter and chess, even less the silence in the enjoyment of some delicacy, exchanging glances, accomplices in delight to the gratification of our senses over the sea at the height of the seagull's flight. From your hands in the box nothing comes. That feeling that my body took, arms that made a circle in the welcome of each day, loving feeling of belonging, to return home in mutual happiness. How do I explain it to you? How do I? There was what I am, without defenses, without fears, without limits. I was wild flowery field, combed by the wind, carrying away their scent, and those who were yours, they will never belong to another. Life that was ours in a box does not fit. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sophie, for
Thank
this
you. Thank you very much,
opportunity
Carolina
to be
Correa.
here.
No opportunity, we will invite more and more times. Thank you very much. Finally, I am going to Ramina Herrera. Now coming Ramina Herrera to read out her last poem today. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. Bien, el último poema se titula Deseos concretos. Una simple mirada y congelas mi alma. Divago entre el milagro de volver a amar y el miedo, miedo casi paranoico de sentir otra vez la soledad, a pesar del aroma de un alma que en mis poros se posa. Y me enrollo en aquel rincón de la habitación, cual niña en su vientre, cual niña en el vientre de su madre, un feto más, tratando de entender qué es lo que siento y solicitando sabiduría para elegir esta vez con más sensatez la energía que camine al compás de la cordura, escoltando nuestros pasos, siendo luz del otro, trabajando juntos en moldear nuestra arcilla, cogido siempre de la mano, tratando presentes armónicos que den luminiscencia, ritmo, melodía al bello y dulce tic-tac de nuestras vidas. Bueno, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ramina Herrera, for your beautiful poem again. Thus, the completed our episode 22. The final episode is 85 has been completed. Though I am a sick little bit today, so the last delivery speech. I mean the conclusion. I think today we'll given two points. One is from my president, Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz is another is Harinder Cheema. So finally, I am calling Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz to say something only 1 minute. Please, Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz, about program, about your feelings, about poetry, only 1 minute.
I want to express my gratitude and this great honor you have given me, my dear brother Tofik. It's an amazing experience, and congratulations to all the poets and all you and Suman as well. It's amazing. I'm so grateful. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Cristian Romero Diaz. And finally, I'm going to Harinder Chima because we think that the Uddan team always think that Harinder Chima is the part of Uddan Little Magazine. So finally, I'm requesting to Harinder Chima to say something about program, about poetry, about your writing. And after your delivery speech, this program will be finished. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Tawfiq. This your platform is not only an opportunity to exhibit one's talent, but it is also to connect with the talent of the world. So this is an excellent platform where we all come across, we share our views, our thoughts, and poetry is something which unites us. And poetry is something which actually unites us and also makes this time of ours so divine, so pure, that we are connecting with each other and we are knowing each other personally. So, this is a beautiful platform that you are having, and I wish you all the success in future too. I am so glad personally to be here, to be connected with all these wonderful personalities from all across the world. So, thank you so much. Wish you all the luck. God bless. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good day, good morning, and good evening, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you.
When you go out from the home, please stay. Always use the mask, and sometimes you do the hand sanitize because the Omicron and the COVID-19 is not free from world. So be safe,
Yes.
stay safe. We will invite you more and more times. So get preparation for poetry. Stay in poetry. Poetry is the only one thing that has no border. The sky of poetry is one, and the tone of poetry is one. All the poets they live in different type of countries, but their tone is one. So enjoy your time. God bless you. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.